Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them is going to find it here as we're off in week 2. Brings in the kick at the 9. This return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Assignments were tested, and they were ready for it defensively. That's an excellent stop at the line, and it's going to make this offense seriously question revisiting that call.
Yo, why my safety switching? Look what they're doing. Oh, because I pressed, and that's what they did when I pressed, but they switched.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Yeah, I played underneath. This actually was been over.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, looking to throw.
Wow.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down. From the gun, it's Tracy. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Why is the game following his man? Oh, all right.
From the 30 on 2nd down. On the move, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Yo, get set.
On to line up this field goal. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Up and good from Fairbairn.
Throw the ball.
And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Love throwing to start us off. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Second and 3. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about a ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Bruh.
From the pistol, here's Love.
That ran into each other, bro.
Their left side as it ends up incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Love throwing on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first. Loves to throw again. Catch made over the middle. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers pull ahead 6-3 in the first. That one right down the middle. And the Packers one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that return comes to an end as they touch him down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 27.
Hell no.
It looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Throw on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Giants are set to punt. Keyshawn Nixon returning this for the Packers. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the Packers will take over possession. Ball at the 33 for first down. Play fake, it's Love. He rolls to his right.
How you going red?
It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
He wasn't over, he was wide open through a red.
Couldn't connect on first, it's second down. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Dumped off to his running back. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought to a halt by Deontay Banks.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Bro, you can't.
Love looking to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
I'm trying to move my money
You can earn
down.
money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 65 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giants football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They've got 2nd and 5. From the 19. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try and throw it here. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL will come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Brought in at the 41. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Down he goes. The Giants got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down, and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Another try following the sack. He beams one deep right side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Love out of the shotgun.
Oh, the R1.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Yeah, what?
The Packers send out their punting unit.
I don't know what you're talking
Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one.
Oh, I know. You said something on their head. Oh, I don't know. It said that? Oh, I didn't see that. I see that on track and Baby 3 screen. I ain't never seen it on mine.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yeah, you lying. I definitely ain't see that. If it is, I don't know what I did different.
This is Tracy.
What I did was
And his
make
effort
another
results in
playbook.
maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They're going play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. A give to Tracy up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Now they send their back in motion right. Here's 2nd and 11. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find the target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Packers have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw and an even better job of forcing the interception.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Brought in inside the 20. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, look at all those fucking stars on that side. What's this shit?
This is Jacobs running left.
Yeah, nigga missed a block.
And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I made sure. I made sure, man.
Hard to pile
I
together.
need some RPOs.
Gets the better
I
defenses in
did
this
sure,
league.
made sure, though.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they'll get him down at the 7-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on
Oh,
your
another
nickel passing
formation
game
that's not
package
in here,
to
bruh,
take
that I
advantage
put.
of 3rd downs just like that.
You know what I had to do? I had to delete the formation and add that back.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. He keeps it himself. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jordan Love, the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. That's up and through for the point after. And the Packers drive their lead to 11. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Into the hands of Neighbors. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Giants with 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Packers take over as he records his 10th career INT. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun now for Love.
Damn.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
Hollow 2.0. I sound like 3 plays like this. There ain't no running back right there. Well, that's what's up. Hold up. Running back, man, because you're going to play that. You know what? I'm going to leave you to do a flat route. Because I see that blitz.
Trying again, following the sack. Cut by Jacob. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Oh, shit.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Bobby
I got another pick of plays I know. Out here trying to do bullshit, man.
And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick six. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Love back to it after the pick.
Oh, I see how I say loud. I ain't never noticed that. That's what changed in my settings.
Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Love from the gun. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
3rd and long. Here's Love. Puts some power on a deep one left. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Catch is made down the right side.
That was trash.
To him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Here comes Williams on the return.
That is him. And he got a fucking leg.
And he's able to get it to what
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Touchback. It's at the 25.
Remember when I said, I don't know what you on the mic earlier when I said, yo, he got a black punter? I mean, cricket? I ain't know the dude caught it.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy here on second down.
All right, here we go. Second down.
What? Oh, he not. Oh, they changed how my niggas is because it's different formation. Oh, he's sucky now. Okay, sucky.
Love now to throw. Trying for the deep ball.
Oh, no.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be third and long. Here's Love. Completed to his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass.
I threw the ball.
They're going to get there, and they drop it. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on second down. He throws a bullet deep to their... Another interception. Colson and Devo's got it. And the Giants are going to have it after his second interception of the season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
I can't read shit. What did you say?
Here's Tracy. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Javon Fuller bringing that play to an end. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5.
Let's go, Giants.
From the 43. Bails out of the pocket quick. Misfire there.
I was going to that nigga downfield.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And it'll be third and 5 coming up.
I love the mobility here. Starts great, escapes pressure, get out of
Exactly. That's what I said. I definitely saw the nigga downfield.
You could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
Throwing on third down. That's caught
for the first. Bro, he got hit. That nigga is not like that.
He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Safety, bro. Look at these stupid niggas, man.
It's Tracy on the carry. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's Tracy once more. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He busts those tackles.
Working inside the red zone, and he can't escape. They drop him to the turf. Got a flag down, though, from early indications. I think this might be on the offense. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's first and 10. They go play action here. And the defender comes away with it.
Defense win games. Fuck off me.
There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Love completes this one to Kraft. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. From the 28. He just throws this one away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So that field goal gonna have to wait a little bit longer. That's the end of our 3rd quarter. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. This a 48-yard look for it.
Bruh, I missed.
Just a little too offline, and it clears up the run upright, no good. And their lead will remain unchanged in the 4th.
Obviously, Kate, that miss would have made it a touchdown game. Think of it this way, it's still a touchdown game.
Look at
Instead
this
of it
kick.
forcing
Look, I ain't
overtime,
impressive.
now it's going to give them a loss.
Wow.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Coming left is Tracy. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hell yeah.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants take a 4th quarter lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Giants push their lead to 3.
Wow, didn't I need that extra 3 fucking points?
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Here comes Williams on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
They've got first down from the 31. Love out of the shotgun. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. That's complete inside the 35.
Big Jacobs.
Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal.
I gotta tell you, Jacobs.
The point after splits the uprights.
My young nigga. I mean that 95
And the Packers take a 4-point lead.
Jacobs. Still your rookie of the year.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Return starts at the 9. And he's out a little short of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They run. Here's Tracy. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Oh, hey, nigga.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And
Look at
he'll
all
make his
that.
way through for a pickup of 4.
For a fucking
He'll
run.
expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Oh, shit, look at my safety.
They go right back to Tracy. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3rd and long for him here.
Wow.
He's caught along the left sideline. And
Really?
they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Back to throw it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
Yo, that's an offensive lineman, bruh.
Space, left sideline, and he's
That
over
little
to the races.
fast-ass offensive
And
lineman,
it's
bruh.
a pick six as he runs it in for the
I might
touchdown.
even pick L for a trade for that,
Now
nigga.
we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers drive their lead to 11.
I'm thinking about trying to trade their ass.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. He fields it from the 8.
Why they got kick
Coverage
return?
team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception.
Oh my God, y'all getting toasted
For
in
his
here,
team.
man.
And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
I'm gonna follow neighbors myself, nigga. Oh, that's Art Green or neighbors?
Running this with Tracy.
No wonder.
And he gets some good yardage.
Oh, you
down
got
to
to
the
go on the
42.
big. You can't even get toasted like that,
Moving
man.
quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 1.
I pressed for myself.
Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So now they have 3rd and short.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Motioning the tight end now. From the pistol, here's Love. Finds his man, it's Kraft. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers have likely locked up the win right there.
Golden.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers push their lead to 18. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This is Tracy.
Oh, shit.
And he
Oh,
gets
that's
up
the
for a gain of
quarterback.
about 4. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. From the 31. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Trying to push it deep downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign? Well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
Look at this one-on-one.
Throwing deep to the left
that
side.
nigga. He a little nigga. Oh, that nigga came to hurt.
Right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He lets one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Green Bay. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Well, I'd say some frustrations at the deficit bleeding over onto the field as they get rung up for the personal foul.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Frustration and emotion, right? You got to play with emotion, but you can't let emotion play you. And especially when you're digging out of a hole like they are.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he can't escape. The Packers drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires.